This is the end, guys. It's the end for the YouTube gurus, the furus rather. It's either use this product or fuck off. Honestly, this is the end of people getting scammed.
This is the end, my only friend, the end.
It's a pretty big deal. Before we jump in here, I just want to say that the product I'm going to talk about today, or the service, I guess, that I'm going to talk about today, I have no affiliation with them whatsoever, no association. I don't make any money from promoting them. I don't know those guys. I'm not an affiliate or anything like that. I'm not even going to link to them so that there's no confusion of whether or not I'm doing this for any financial gain. I'm not. I just like the product. I think it's great. I think it would be awesome for YouTube trading or just trading services in general going forward. I think it'll be a huge deal. So let's jump in and talk about what I'm looking at here. So the service I'm talking about is called Kinfo. It's just kinfo.com. It's like the word info, like information with a K in front of it. Kinfo.com. And basically it's a journal. It's a trading journal. Only it can only be linked directly to your broker, and there's no modification of anything. So you can't upload your own Excel sheets. You can't go in and modify trades like you can in the other ones. I used to use TraderView, and I know TradeZilla and whatever the other ones are out there. I know there's a bunch. You can go in and modify your own trades and make it look like you did whatever you want it to do. So you can't do that with this one. It connects directly to the back end of your broker. It imports the trades that way, and that's all you get. So I absolutely love it. The journaling and the reports section are pretty standard. I mean, there's nothing fancy there. I mean, how much shit do you really need, right? I mean, you need to know what your win percentage is. You can see on the screen here, I've got some of mine pulled up here. You can see what your average gain is in percent, which that may or may not be useful to you. My win rate is 56%. This is for the last month, I think. Profit factor is 2.15, and I took 25 trades. You can see I'm winners on 14. And there's some other things you can put in here. You can put your profit, your total dollar amount profit. You can put your average gain in dollar amount. You guys know that I don't like to talk in dollar amounts because I think that's misleading to new traders. When somebody with a $1 million account says they made $1,000 and acts like it's a big deal, and you've got a new trader out there with a $10,000 account that doesn't translate to, right? So anyway, you guys know that about me already if you've been hanging out here for a little while. So just in general here, I think I'll say I just like what these guys are all about. They really are doing this so that we can see more transparency in the trading community about who's really making money and who's not. So, okay, let's go to the leaderboard. So this is where on different time frames you can see, and it's all ranked by total profit, which I wish there was a better way to do this. This is the one piece of feedback I might have for these guys is I would love to see what the percent return on the total account value is, rather than just the total dollar profit. But I think for now this is a good place to start, and I think it's okay for now, right? Like we can use this to make this work. So basically, these are people who have connected their broker to this service, or vice versa, I guess, right? Connected this service to the broker, and then have profitability over a certain time period. So you can see that they do these 3 stars right here. That just means profitable over the last month, the last 3 months, and the last year. So 3 stars means you're profitable over all those periods. And then they rank them in order. Let's go to the 1 year mark, and you can see this guy Top Bear from Nashua.
I want to be a shepherd. Really? I want to move up to Nashua, get a nice little spread.
Okay, so we've got the leaderboard here. This is for a year. And basically then what you can do is just click on any of these profiles, and you can look at their stats. You can look at their trades. You'll notice that the trades are blocked out. The ticker is blocked out, and you can click unlock. Basically what that does is, this is one of the way these guys promote traders. So the service is really meant to promote transparency and also promote good traders who are actually making money so that you know who to learn from. So sometimes when you click that unlock button, what it will do is send you to like sort of a pitch page for that person's service. So if this dude, Top Bear here, had a service, he could make it so that when I click that button, it'll open his stuff here, but it'll also open a page that says like, hey, I run a service of whatever, a chat room or a course or whatever. All right, but you can go back and see his most recent trades then and see what kind of stuff he's trading. So you can see all their metrics here, and then you can see the trades that they've been doing lately. In fact, you can go back as far as you want in the history there. I think it'll just keep adding to it. I usually just scroll to see. This is one thing I've noticed is that most of the traders on here are trading like small caps and penny stocks and shit like that, which I used to run in that world and realized after a long time that it just kind of wasn't for me. Some parts of that game, although I was profitable, it was just not worth the effort. Honestly, it wasn't worth the profit. And I'm as profitable now in trading large caps going long than I was in doing small caps short. And so you take all the fees and all the headaches and bullshit that come with that stuff, and it wasn't worth it for me. But these guys seem to be doing pretty well. So you can go back and look at the trades. You can see their entries and exits. You can see whether they're going long or short, that kind of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You go back to the leaderboard. And look at the next guy, Jack Kellogg, which some of you might know him already. His name's been floating around out there a little bit. Same thing, right? Let's go view the trades. You can hit the unlock button and see. There you go. Okay, so this will take you to his page about his trading service, right? Which is fine. I mean, these guys have to make money somehow. That's one of the ways I'm guessing they do it. They maybe make a small commission over that, but I guess their feeling is, they know that anybody who's on here has a legitimate trading account, and so why not promote them? So I feel the same way. If you're actually making money in the market, go ahead and teach people if you can. Okay, so over the last year he's made 1.1 million according to this. So you could ask the question, so why would he even bother making a service, right? And some of that is, if they're being honest, is just it smooths out your income a little bit. Trading isn't a regular paycheck, right? And even though it seems like he's doing really well this year, it might not always. You're always going to hit drawdowns no matter who you are as a trader, which is another thing you don't see on YouTube very much, is people talking about drawdowns, which means they're full of shit. And so having something like a service that maybe provides just a little bit of smoother, at least a little bit more smooth than trading income is a good idea. Right. So thinking about the fact that most of these guys or people on the list here are small cap traders that I can tell, most of them, not all of them, and most of them, many are scalpers too. I mean, really quick in and out kind of stuff, not holding for multiple days. I don't know if that's just a matter of that style of trading being more popular, or if this service, the guys at Kinfo, have kind of marketed to that first, because there is so much fraud, I guess, in that arena. The small cap world is just fraught with people who are, not even trading and just using Photoshop to make it look like they have an account that's profitable, right? So they might have just kind of started with, okay, as we're kind of releasing this thing into the world, let's just start with the small cap area, and they kind of got into that. But I don't know. I love it for large caps though too. So I think we should all be using this and helping support these guys. Okay, one other thing I wanted to show you guys is they do have a YouTube account where they do interviews with the traders from their leaderboard. Again, I think that makes sense because these traders have verified trading profits for at least a year. And so, yeah, I think it makes sense to interview those guys. What I'd really like to do is change that. I'd like to try to get some people that are doing really well in large caps, in swing trading, to also use this service so that we can get more exposure to those types of things rather than just the small cap scalpers that seem to be really using the service already. So I think we need to start a bit of a movement here, guys. So if you follow a YouTube trader that they're doing something to show profits, I mean, it can be as bad as some of them just show their phone to the screen, which is fucking terrible.
I don't know if you guys can see, but I started on the 14th of June.
Almost everything can be faked at this point, guys, right? I hate to wear my tinfoil conspiracy theory hat, but there's a lot of bullshit out there. And when you're selling a service and that service is making you tens of thousands per month, the effort to Photoshop or even build a web page that looks like a broker login is it's the incentive is there, right? So anyway, you've got a YouTube trader, they're showing their phone, or they're even doing live logins that look all right, or something to their trading account. That stuff's good. It's okay. It's not third party verified. This is Kinfo is staking their reputation on the fact that they are connecting to your broker and then not letting you manipulate that in any way, right? So if you follow one of these traders and they're doing some either lame or maybe even decent or okay login kind of stuff or broker statements, let's just ask them to use Kinfo in the comments. But there really is no reason for a YouTube trader, especially a trader instructor who's charging people money, not to use this service or something like it. If there's another one out there, feel free to drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. There's no reason for them not to use this because if they're the real deal, then this is a great way to verify that and keep that verified on a regular basis, right? Rather than saying like, hey, in 2022, I paid a third party to verify my trades and here they are. And now it's 2024. And it's like, okay, are you still making money? Like the market's different now. What's happening there? If we see that a lot of the YouTube traders are like, nah, that's not worth my time, even though it took like 4 seconds for me to sign up for the service. How much of your time do you want to gamble or piss away possibly on someone who isn't willing to verify their own trades, right? There's a lot of scams out there, and there's a lot of really good scams, and I mean in the sense that they seem legit, and then they're scamming you. So how much of your time and money do you want to gamble on that? I mean, even if it's just somebody whose videos you watch religiously and it doesn't cost you anything on YouTube, okay, but you're learning from someone who's a fake. So now you're just wasting all of that time, wasting all of that effort and energy you're putting into learning their style or learning from them. Here's what I'm proposing. I think we should start a movement where we all gang up, and anybody who's reviewing trades on YouTube, specifically if they're selling a service. If they're not selling anything, I don't necessarily give a shit. I think we should all just go into their comment section on a regular basis and write this phrase, Kinfo or fuck off. And I think that's what we should do. It should be a new movement, and we'll just spam these people with that comment over and over and over again, and in hopes that they either pony up and use this service or they fuck off, because that's what they should do if they're scammers. All right, guys, I'm out.
It's trade.
Like they give a shit what I think.